Move and be moved by these savings right now at Team Mazda. Choose a new 25 Mazda CX-50, Mazda CX-70, or Mazda CX-90 and get low 1.9% financing. Discover the Mazda experience and save right now at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda.
Happy Friday.
Do it.
Yeah.
It's over the back fence, bottom of the ninth, and
Let's not wait till the bottom.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's not even do that.
I mean,
what do you think about getting this done in 2 games?
well, okay, so welcome to 9 News Now, everybody. And yeah, why wouldn't we want to talk about LSU? Because they're playing in the Men's College World Series, the championship series, the finals. I think, yes, you got to. I think LSU's pitching is set up that way. It revolves around pitching. Great pitching will always beat great batting. That's why the Hall of Famers are, .333. You only got to do it a third of the time. So, yes, and you
Great
have
pitching will always beat great
Absolutely.
batting.
Yeah, it's kind of what you hear in other sports. You'll hear people say defense wins championships.
Right.
And it's like that in a lot of sports. Like in hockey,
One side.
if your team's horrible but you have a great goaltender, he's going to hold you in that game.
There you go.
A great pitching staff's going to keep you in the game, even if your team sucks.
and that's LSU.
Yeah.
And LSU's
Well, I mean,
offense.
yeah, but they're good too.
Yeah, absolutely. LSU's offense, but to your point, LSU's offense has not been great all season. During the season, they've had times where they couldn't hit the ball at all. Or they couldn't be timely hits,
Or
runners
runners
on.
in scoring
Exactly,
position.
those timely hits, they just weren't there. But they were in most of the games because of the arms. And so you've got the 1 and 1A, and you can put either one of them right there. So you're going to have Kate out there probably obviously tomorrow, and Anthony going in game 2. And then is Casey ready to go, the freshman, for game 3? He came in and finished up game 2 when Anthony had to hit the pause button because of the delay. The arms are what's going to do it.
Yeah.
Do the bats show up and support the arms? That's the question.
We just need to call back Paul Skeens. Be like, Paul, you mind? You're not doing anything the next couple of weeks.
Well, he's cheering him on.
Up there? Did I see him in the
Well, he's
stands?
got a job
him
now.
and his girlfriend, Livy Dunn.
I
I think is he pitching? Is it today or tomorrow? He's got an actual job to do, but
Yeah, I think
I thought he
is.
was. But it's not like
He showed up briefly, though.
It's not like his
last
team is going to win.
weekend.
So come on back.
Right.
It's such a waste.
But how cool is it to come back and watch your former team, a new crop of them,
Yes.
in the same place
And
that
Ben
you
McDonald's
were?
been in the stands.
Yes,
What's up,
just
Trey
2
Morgan
years
come
ago.
back?
Yeah. Spent the night eating pizza with Coach Jay Johnson. They were just spending time together.
Going to be there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So the funny thing about Jacques, this was, was it right after? So it's right after Skip retired. Smoke takes over. Smoke Laval, longtime assistant, and then takes over. And I think they sent Jacques up to Omaha 2 years in a row. And it was, unfortunately for LSU, it was tuna barbecue. It was 0-2, and then just barbecue, which is the adage. And Jacques started to get some like heat, like, man, you can't go up there anymore. It's just a losing streak all of a sudden.
We're superstitious people.
We are. Baseball is superstitious. But that got broken. He was there for 09 and 23 and all that stuff. But yes,
I was nervous because I thought Eads was going to be our guy for the entire
He
weekend.
still is. He still is.
Oh, I know. But don't send anybody else. Let everybody stay where you
He's
are.
been
Stay
doing.
where you
That's
are.
the juju. Yeah.
He's been, and we talked about the other day, John's been killing it out there. And I didn't even know, Matt actually pointed out to me, the players love him. They're like, how do you like that, John?
Yeah.
I didn't pick up on that. And you used the perfect word. He's embedded with the team. He's like one of them. He's bigger than most of them. I can tell you that. You can beat him up.
I think the only person, and it's not, I don't even think it's the Bear. I think it's Ethan Fry. The only person, and Ethan Fry is like 6'6",
He's going on my
Got to be
ticket.
taller than John.
I think so.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He's
We got to see him side by side.
Ethan's up there with Jacques, and that made me nervous. See, Rob gave me that ticket. He said, "You've been wearing the tie. You want to go to Omaha this week?" I said, "No,
Wow.
I wanna
You're
stay
doing
where
your
I'm at."
part, wearing your same. So you've been wearing the same thing since Monday.
Yeah.
Since last Friday.
Since last Friday.
A week ago
good,
today.
Good.
I haven't shaved
When we were
since
in
the Super Regionals.
Good. Good.
Baby face.
Well, I
Yeah.
didn't say my face.
Oh.
Sorry, I said
That's
that
for
one up.
another show.
I said
Yes,
that
it is.
That'll be the late
Yes,
night.
it is.
That's the late night show.
Well, we have been joking.
What do they call that? They call that man grooming? Is that?
I wasn't talking.
Oh my God!
I just meant like my toes or something.
Oh my God!
This went to a whole new level. But have you washed your undergarments?
Yes.
Speaking of levels. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I thought, I'm with you though. I thought the whole point of it was that you don't wash it. That's the superstition.
I think that's out of
if you're a
courtesy.
player, absolutely.
Yes.
I'm a
Wait, it's
player.
worse if you're a player though. I
I
mean, that's
agree.
like sweaty.
But if it's riding on a championship, maybe you can't wash those articles of clothing.
You just turn it inside out.
Okay,
Right.
that doesn't get 9 News Now canceled at 7 o'clock.
No, we're trying. We're trying.
You're trying, exactly.
No,
You can still
we sure
catch it
are.
at 3:30 and like 9 o'clock.
There you
This,
go.
this 7 o'clock nonsense. I don't even know.
I know.
What are you doing?
You're
Why are you
catching
here?
us after 2.5 hours
What are you
of
doing?
news.
You want this? You
yes.
want this stupidity?
I'm sorry.
I
Sorry.
kind of like it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Actually, on a day like this, there is
Look
that.
at
The
that.
sun is
Look at that.
rising, and my goodness, just stick us in the oven, Jerry.
Yeah, I
see
know,
the heat.
literally. And Johnny, you might be making the right call not going up to Omaha. They're going to be even hotter there, which
You
is
said
really
that
hard
97 is not the heat index.
Yeah, and it might even be 99, just the raw number. I mean, they've got an extreme heat warning. We're going to talk more about that in a second. Look at the sun just kind of filling the whole sky over Lake Pontchartrain, just kind of a blast of sun. Actually, we're starting okay. We made it down to 72. We're at 74 right now at BTR, and that's better than we've been, but it's going to get hot very quickly and right on cue, right? Because it's the first day of summer. Officially, that happens at 9:41 p.m. when the sun is at the highest point of the sky and you get the most amount of daylight. And then after this day, we'll get shorter and shorter as the days go on. But there you go, right on point. There's the heat advisory from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. and it might feel as bad as 105 to 110 at the high point of the day. Of course, one of the reasons the dew points stay very high between the mid to upper 70s, and then we have the peak heat indices. Now, these heat indexes, these actually aren't so much the peaks. The peaks are really going to be closer to 108, but over the next few days, these numbers you see here, as hot as they are, as hot as they look, we should have no problem achieving those, especially if the rain chances stay low, which I think they will, because here comes the heat dome, and that heat dome, that big bubble, that ridge of high pressure sits right on top of us, not only today, but for the next several days, for the weekend, and maybe even going into the early part of next work week. For today, a high of 94, but it's going to feel like over 100 with the heat. I only have a 30% chance in the afternoon, so most of us stay relatively on the dry side. Let me skip ahead for you. Skip ahead. Let's go all the way to the tropics, shall we? Tropical Atlantic. Things are relatively quiet in the Atlantic. That's the good news because there's still so much wind shear out there. Eastern Pacific has been noisy. They just got rid of Major Hurricane Eric. Remember the other day, that was a Category 4. Now they've got this wave over here, and this wave has a 30% chance of development as they have already had 5 named storms. Simply remarkable there. Quiet over here. High for 94, and there's your 30% chance in the afternoon. We talked about how hot it's going to be in Omaha. Again, it's hard to believe, but the numbers that you see here, those are actually raw numbers. So 99 to start, 91 to finish. It's going to be windy too, so hot and breezy, kind of like having a hairdryer kind of blowing on you the whole time. So if you are going up to Omaha, take that heat seriously. It's a good thing LSU, the baseball players, they know how to play in the heat, right? They can take the heat. And then we go back to a typical summertime weather pattern next week, and hopefully the increased chance of rain will start to knock those highs down a peg or two. 7:10 right now. Johnny A., how's traffic?
Very light traffic. Don't need to take a lot of your time to tell you nothing's going on, and nothing's going on. Widen our shot, even if you're going out toward Hammond, New Orleans on 10. Here's a live look right near the Mall of Louisiana exits, I-10 east and westbound. Very light traffic from that point forward all the way into the downtown area. Here's I-10 near College Drive. All of our drive times are still green, and the green, we like green on our traffic maps. 10 after 7, 7:10, you're watching WAFB 9 News Now. 7 a.m. we do it, 3:30 in the afternoon with Tisha and the gang, and then again at 9 at night. We'll be right back.
7:12 your time right now. A few things we're following for you, including a deadly shooting investigation in Baton Rouge. This one happening just off of Plank Road. We can kind of take you into the map here, Liz.
Yeah, this happened Wednesday night. BRPD tells us that the victim in this incident is 53-year-old Huey Saunier. We're told there's actually two different scenes involved. So we're told he was shot on Calumet Street, but then he was found right there in the intersection of Navajo and Canonicus Street. Saunier was taken to a hospital, but eventually died from his injuries. Two different scenes. Do you know anything from either? Police are asking you to call Crime Stoppers.
Let's take you into Ascension Parish, Gonzales specifically. They have a special meeting, city council meeting today. Liz, they don't have a budget.
Nope. The city council rejected Mayor Tim Riley's budget, meaning they're going to operate on half of its previous budget. Right now, they're looking to find a way to make sure that the police and fire departments are funded. So today at 8 a.m., they're going to meet at council chambers in Gonzales to talk about how are we going to fund both agencies and move forward. That starts at 8 a.m. today.
Hey, a reminder for you in East Baton Rouge parishes, all city parish offices are closed today. Now, obviously, you have the emergency services, the trash pickup, that kind of thing. That's still going on, but everything else closed today, and then everything else kind of reopen on Monday.
Of course, all eyes are looking ahead to tomorrow as LSU. Oh, there we go. Well, that too. Juneteenth still happening tomorrow. Celebrations are happening in our community throughout the weekend. So if you're looking to make your weekend plans with your family, go ahead and check out that specific web story on the 9 News app on WAFB.com. You can see well into Sunday and even next Saturday, we've got some Juneteenth plans happening in our area.
Well, you said it right away.
I know, I got so excited, sorry.
Well, I know, the big focus is, and hopefully by, Sunday,
yes,
LSU would have wrapped it up in 2 games.
That's the idea.
There you see a big party right there, big pep rally of sorts last night in Omaha for the Tigers as they get ready for the championship series of the College World Series.
And again, our 9 sports team, sports director Jacques Doucet and our 9 News reporter Ethan Tuttle joining John Eads for our live coverage all weekend long. We're so excited to see the stories that they've gotten to tell in the last couple of weeks. And then moving on, the excitement to come, because we are so proud of this team.
And we're so proud of our team because John Eads, my goodness, we know he's good.
Yeah.
But something like this, he's pulling it out of the water.
You work it, and you burn that candle.
To enjoy it as much as the
both
fans.
ends. And by the time of it, the candles is just a puddle of wax, and you're done. But you've turned in just some great work.
Which the invite still stands, John. You know he's a loyal viewer of 9 News Now. We've invited him on the show multiple times.
He better be asleep right now.
I hope so, because he's got a long weekend ahead.
It has.
Yeah.
Hopefully just 2 days.
Somebody send him a fan. It's going to be hot in Omaha.
Right now is Tundra time at Team Toyota, where you can get 0% financing on a new 25 Tundra or get $3,000 customer cash plus $1,000 trade-in allowance. Find these savings and so much more right now at Team Toyota, I-12 at O'Neill.